Okay, it's starting. Play some music on it.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up over here. Actually, I need to mute that and refresh this page. Waiting.
Do you get like notified when somebody starts like a Facebook Live or something?
Yeah, people can get notifications. If they can turn notifications off
Yes,
too, if they don't want to see that. Once the computer comes up. Oh, here we go. It's kind of frozen. Start? No, I don't want to start with the group. I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that. Okay. Well, it's not working though on here. There we go. Okay. So, alright. I'm cutting off part of your head, it looks like. No, we're good. Okay. Hi, everyone. It's Wednesday evening, April 1st. So, April Fool's, right? Well, we don't do April Fool's here. No. There's enough weirdness going on just in general in life right now, so we skipped the whole April Fool's thing. If you Hillary Golden said, hello Jude, how's it going? And Miss Denise from Faith.
Oh, it's
So
hello.
there you go. All right. This is for those of you that don't know, this is my son Jude, and Jude is, I know how old you are, but you can tell people how old you are.
13.
13, with a birthday this July. See if I can enlarge this. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. So I'll wait for this to come up so I can see if anybody says anything. Okay. And Jude agreed to join me tonight for a short little video so you can kind of meet him. You might have seen him in some of our pictures. Jude does a whole lot of odds and ends for me, well, in life in general, but in the soap shop too. So one of the things that he does is cut soap, and we actually have a couple of soaps that need to be cut, but the energy soap is kind of the oldest soap that needs to be cut, so we need to do that first. And those are already in logs to cut. The other soap that we have to cut is in big slabs, and so maybe we'll do a video about how we cut the slabs into logs and then the logs into bars, but that probably won't be tonight because we have to get stuff out for that. But anyways, so Jude, what other things do you do? Okay, so you cut soap for us, and what else? I know what you do, but try to think of what you do.
I box a lot of bath soaps, put the side labels on shaving soaps.
You help me make shaving soap sometimes.
Sometimes, yes. I shrink wrap all the tops on the aftershave splash, get those boxed and labeled.
And you do the same for the balm.
Yes,
You have to shave balm. And you stock shelves for us. You help pull orders if we need help with that. And all the other little things that I ask you to do.
So basically, if it's not making something, I basically do it.
Yeah, but you know how to. You've been doing some making with
A little bit.
a little bit with the shaving
Yeah.
soap, and you helped me with the aftershave balm.
Oh yes,
yeah,
I did.
yeah.
Yes,
So we're learning, and you're getting better and learning the ropes
yes,
with that. Okay, so the energy bath soap. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, exactly how hard it's going to be to cut tonight, because we made it like 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
I know.
It's getting a little difficult.
Yeah. So it's easiest to cut like the next day or the first couple of days. But we've just been busy, and I wanted to do a video about cutting, and we hadn't gotten to it, so this could be a little challenging. So I'll help you if you need like extra hands
Yes,
for
ma'am.
that. But why don't you go ahead and grab the first log, and hey to Stephanus and Ben.
Hello, guys.
And okay, so tell people what you're doing first. Like, how do you know where to put it and that type of thing?
Right now, I'm trying to align it. That way, we get the ends off, which is actually what some of your samples you might get in your boxes are.
Exactly.
So I tried to make it so it's not too thin, so it'll just fall apart. But you don't want it too thick, because you want to get the most amount of bars out as possible.
Oh,
This one's
too
easy.
bad. Great.
It's really
Okay,
easy,
great.
actually.
So one of the reasons, let me interrupt for just a minute. Do you remember Mr. Hicks?
Oh yes, sir.
Okay. Well, he said, "What are you feeding that boy?" I guess we haven't seen you, Trevor, in a few years. It's been a little while. He's grown. He's I have shoes on, and I have a good heel on my shoes, so he's grown. He's taller than I am. So we'll see where.
Not 7.
You want to be 7 foot, 5 foot,
5'8".
5'8" now.
So.
They measured the other day on the thing. Anyways, one of the reasons I wanted to cut this kind of live was because the inside of the soap is always a surprise. If you make a solid color soap, it should look solid inside, right? But if you do it, what?
The important word is should.
Should. We've done solid color soaps that don't look solid inside, and they usually end up getting trashed. But that doesn't happen very often. But anyways, but the real colorful ones or the design ones, it's always fun because you just don't know exactly what it's going to look like inside. So this is our energy soap, and we use I don't know how many different colors I used this time, like 7-ish, maybe 8. I can't remember.
I'm colorblind.
If I go back and look at the,
I'm colorblind. I have no idea.
Yes, all the boys are colorblind, so that doesn't help them. It's much more, exciting when you can see all the colors. But I had a picture earlier today that showed all the colorants I used, so I could go back and count that. But anyways, so he's just going to take each bar off, and then we set it on this tray. It's gonna, we're gonna put this tray back on the kind of the rack. It's not a drying rack, but just a curing rack, I guess we call it. And then it'll sit for usually 3 to 4 weeks till all the water's cured out of it. You can keep putting them on here. I'm sorry.
That's great.
And all the water is kind of cured out, so you get a really nice hard bar of soap that's gonna last a longer time. So. Mark from Long Island, New York. Wow, you guys have been in the news, and with all the virus stuff that's going on, and the uncertainty of life for so many New Yorkers, I know are feeling it differently than the rest of the country. So, just want to let you know that your area is in our prayers, specifically praying for everyone. But I know New York is the hot spot right now, so. Keep you guys in mind. I hope you and those that are close to you are not directly affected by the virus. All right. So, tell us what you're doing here.
Right now, I'm just trying to put them in a straight line, and also I'm trying to make room because the way our trays are. I have to make sure that there's enough space for them to fit.
Right. Good. And so we made this so that you can fit, was it 8 deep
I think it's 8 degrees. So.
And each big log that you're going to cut gives us 24 of the bars.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But before you do that, you want to take the paper towel
Alright, so.
and just, if he doesn't clean off the wires in between, it puts like soap crumbs onto the next batch. So just one way to keep the soap cleaner. New York Police. Oh. Thanks, Mark. Gosh, well now we're extra prayers there. That's a you're in a super hot spot. Wow, thank you for being there and for what you're doing in there. Keep us posted, Mark, if there's stuff going on that we need, could help with or know about. You keep us in the loop. But thank you for your service and what you're doing, and pray for y'all's strength and sanity during this. Oh, yeah, Kat is on. Kat.
And Cat.
Jude's cutting one of my faves. She says she loves energy. She thought we were both standing at first, and she thought you were like having Miracle Grow.
Oh,
No, I'm sitting.
snap.
I'm being lazy and sitting. But he definitely has outgrown me and isn't stopping that I know of right anytime
I'm not
soon.
planning on it.
Not planning on it.
Other than again, my schedule could change.
Your schedule for what growth? Do you have a schedule for it? Nice. All right. And another job that you do for me. Hey, Julie. I was thinking about you the other day too. I'm hoping you and your boys are doing well. I know you're in healthcare, and that's a difficult place to be right now, but needed, and families are grateful for you. Thank you. What was I gonna say? Oh, another thing you do is change out these strings when they break.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because these are just what the cutter is just what's actually cutting through the soap is just guitar strings, and if I wait too long to cut a soap like I have here, but this one isn't hard,
Yeah,
fortunately.
Really,
This one-
super soft.
I know this one's nice and soft, but you can go ahead and put that one on. If the soap is too hard, something that can snap the strings, and so you figured out how to replace this for me, and I still don't know how to do it.
I kind of cheated because Luke taught me how to replace strings on the guitar, so I just used the same concept here. So.
Because you knew how to do it on a real guitar?
Yes, sir.
Oh, and you just applied the same principle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. These may need to go a little bit closer
Sure.
together. It's okay. That's fine.
And shift these all
I'll
over.
shift them while you cut.
Okay.
Oh, you already did cut.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just gonna shift.
Yes, sir.
Push, push, push. Okay, the swirl marks on the second block of soap look neat inside. Love your guys' products. Thanks, Johnny. Thank you. We appreciate your support and everyone else. This is really such a uncertain time for all of us, and there's like so much change going on, and those of you that are kind of, still with us and supporting us, not financially, but just like encouragement and everything, that's huge, and we really appreciate that. I'm just grateful, I'm so grateful that we have the opportunity to keep doing this, and that we can work from home, and all that. So okay, these do look neat inside. Yeah,
Look like birds or something.
like birds.
Yes, sir.
Julie said, how long do they rest before they're to be packaged?
I have no idea.
Yes, you do. You should know this. This is a quiz question. Wait.
I'm sorry.
Wipe your strings. So, how long do you think? We've talked
I'm
about
guessing
this.
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Minimum of 3 weeks. Yeah. I'll check them after 3 weeks. It's usually 3 or 4 weeks. And, then if they're still kind of like pressable, then we know they need to sit longer, and we don't want them to be pressable. We want them to be nice and firm so that they'll last longer by your sink or in the bathtub or shower, wherever they're being used at. So, how do you choose the names of your products? Ty. Okay, I will confess. My family already knows this.
Guess.
What?
Random guess.
A random guess. That's not true. That is not true. Well, our shaving products have all kind of been based on leadership characteristics and qualities that you would either that a good leader needs to have, or things that would help would characterize a leader or be part of their life. So that's for the shaving soaps and stuff. But the bath soaps, I don't know. They're like all different names, but I honestly, I don't like naming them. That's my confession. That's where I get stuck. I will actually make like a new soap and love the scent and not list it for sale and be delayed in listing it because I can't figure out a name. I'm not creative, and I don't like naming things. So I'm not good at that. So if anybody has any like creative name, they should like put that out there. Like, this soap smells like, give you all the scent, notes for that, and somebody else come up with a name. Sometimes we take a family vote on names.
Sometimes.
On the seasonal products and all that, our seasonal scent crew, I put it out to them and say, hey, give me suggestions, give me names, and they so they've been naming those for. It's just taking the pressure off of me. We do have Serenity. Yeah, Mark, that's one that we do. Hey, Donnie. Soap Commander for life. Well, we're not going anywhere. We're willing. We'll keep plugging away. We don't have any plans to change. So thank you for being a part of this and letting us do what we love. And it's just great. We appreciate it. Okay. Abraham talked with you earlier today, chatted, so hi again. Said hi. Little Cybert who's taller than me. A naming contest on the new names you can name. I could do that. That would be a good idea. Aw, bye Hillary. Hey, I liked your sign that you shared, Hillary. That was good. And Abraham has used energy soap. I love it. It's just one of those. We started making the energy one.
One of the first ones, wasn't it?
It was a long time ago. It was one of our first ones, like before we even had Soap Commander. We had the other, Simply 7 brand. We were making it then, and it's just consistently been a good seller for us. It's an intriguing scent because people can't. Yeah, it's hard to like. It reminds people of something, but it's not an exact copy of anything. So it's just it's a hard one, but it is kind of vibrant and bright. But yeah, energy has been around for a while. Yes. Thanks, Stan. Appreciate your support and your encouragement. Oh, the face soap. Yeah. I haven't made it, Julie, for
Face soap?
Yeah. I made it with, I had avocado, had like fresh avocado and fresh cucumber in it. And I have not made that for probably over a year. It's like one of those things on my list, but everything else keeps bumping it down the list. So I need to put that in my next run to the grocery store. I actually have cucumbers on hand here. I don't have avocado, but I do want to make that again because I enjoy that one too. It's just like a tad bit more kind of soft and moisturizing and kind of get those extra oils, good nourishing oils in there. So thanks for that reminder. I appreciate that. But otherwise, all the bath soaps, they're all the same. Those of that are wondering, all of the bath soaps all have the exact same recipe, just, different colors, different fragrances, that type of thing. Oh, Mother's Day, yeah. Okay, we're in April, 6 weeks away, about is Mother's Day, so that gives me time. All right, if I get on it in the next week or two.
If I can just make a program that just chooses random names.
No, we're talking about making the face soap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you choose random names, you can come up with stuff that.
No, I'm saying like people enter in names.
Oh,
the
like a
cycle
randomizer
thing.
for a contest. Yeah, that's true. Okay. Once my wife said she'd buy some face soaps if you made some. Okay, well, I'm gonna make some now. Committing live one. Like, I don't know how many people, so yeah, we'll make face soap. I just need to get the ingredients.
There's 28 people.
Okay, mine's only 28. 28 people I'm committing to, you and me too, so that's 30. Thank you for cleaning that up. I was going to do that later, but you beat me to it. Yes. Okay. So the recipe's just a tad bit different for the facial soap. And I just need to get a couple more ingredients, and we'll do that. And that would be a good idea for Mother's Day. Thank you. I wasn't gonna do like a big thing for Mother's Day, but that's definitely could be used. And then Jude, you could buy it for me and give it to me for Mother's Day because I like this soap.
True.
Or you could just steal a bar and wrap it up for me.
Nah, I think buying would be better. Something.
Or something. Oh, John. Especially for my favorite soap maker out of everything I have, my number one is still Liberty. That was a surprise, kind of a surprise hit last year, Liberty, because it's kind of a heavy scent. I didn't know how it would fly for the summer, but yeah, and it's interesting because I was just working with Liberty today. I was bottling the aftershave splash. Because we're going to have Liberty back the end of June so that it's out in time. People can get it in time for 4th of July. That was our kind of shooting for that. And so, anyways, there's another scent we're bringing in there too, Justice, which I won't talk about right now. But anyway, so we're going to have Liberty and Justice. I thought that was for all, right? Anyways, so we're going to have that. But I was bottling the Liberty Aftershave Splash today and remembering how much I enjoy that scent. If time and money were unlimited, are there Soap Commander products or projects that you'd like to develop? Ooh. I'll be honest with you, I kind of get in this overwhelm of what needs to just do to keep up, so I haven't really let my mind go too far about other items. We've been asked about a lot of other things that are just kind of not in our wheelhouse right now. Other projects, I don't know. There is one, I guess it's been in the back of my mind for a while, but yeah, it's kind of something I'm simmering there that I haven't had time to give attention to. Something to do with shaving soap, but other than that, I don't know. I just, we've got, which is great. Our business has been steady and our orders have been steady, and so my focus has just been, let's keep up, stay ahead of the game a little bit, stay ahead of the curve, and that's kept me busy enough mentally and physically to do that. But that's a good question, Ben. Good question. Have you noticed an increase or decrease in sales due to the current state of the country? I think, honestly, for us, I feel like it's been pretty steady. We were just talking about that last couple of mornings at breakfast.
You said the first couple of days was a little bit less, but caught up.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's maybe a little bit of a decrease, but not much. It hasn't been drastically different for us. So our kind of family routine is we have breakfast at a set time each morning, and if you want to eat, then you show up at that time. So during that time, we kind of chat and start the day and what's coming up for the day, and we go over our scripture memory work, and I write the thank you cards for the orders. That's our typical routine. We don't do the exact same thing every day, but most days that's what we do. And so we discuss like, oh, so and so ordered again, or which don't name names because you don't want to.
I don't know.
Okay, I was just gonna say before you go saying anybody's name, but so and so ordered again, or we had this many first time orders today, or wow, we had like a really great day yesterday, and I can't believe we had this many orders, or whatever. So we like as a family talk about how things are going, and so it's just kind of fun. It's kind of we start the day kind of focusing on what are we doing that day, what are the plans for the day, and what's going on with the business. And then we usually talk about like, we do crossword puzzles too, which has nothing to do with Soap Commander, which is something else that we do at breakfast sometimes. We do crossword puzzles. But yeah, then I'll tell you guys like, hey, I've got like a lot of shaving soap. I've got 4 racks of shaving soap. They need to be like topped and labeled. And then we'll plan the day to make that happen.
Yes.
And so I've been telling you for like over a week, hey, we need to do a Facebook Live for you to cut soap. And it's taken us this long to do it. That's okay. Hi, Andy. We are doing well. We've been very fortunate that everybody's felt really healthy, and we've kept up. We homeschool anyway, so that hasn't really changed a whole lot for us. Still school, work. I don't, I'm not like a big shopper. I don't like shopping anyway, so not going shopping hasn't been a big negative thing for me. So I've been going out like once a week to pick up, or once every 2 weeks, pick up groceries. And that's really been, but we haven't gone to church. I mean, we've had church via Zoom, which is cool, seeing everybody, but we haven't left to go to church. But that's kind of our biggest difference. But so everything's going well. We're keeping up with normal life stuff, right?
Yes, sir.
So speaking of school, I told you that I was gonna possibly ask you, like, what do you like? I'm not gonna ask you what you don't like about school, but
I'm sure that's not that much.
not that much. Well, we need to discuss it anyways. What is something that you do like about school?
Math.
Warms my heart. I'm a math person at heart. I love math. So Jude likes math too. So we enjoy.
Might not be good at math, but I like it.
Yeah, you are. You're good at math.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I think you are.
Okay.
I think you're doing well in math. We've talked about this.
Yeah,
You're doing well.
okay.
And then the problems that you don't get right the first time we go over, and you usually get it like that. So I think you're progressing really well in math. And so you're 13, so you've got a lot of years ahead of you. But right now, where interests do you kind of feel like kind of growing in you towards like careers, or like what you want to, as an adult, what kind of careers, jobs would you think that you might be interested in?
Probably mechanical engineering or something.
Mechanical engineering, because
I like seeing how things work and improving stuff.
Yes. Yeah, and cat math rules. Yes. Yeah, you like improving. Yeah, and that's something that that can sometimes be a little bit of friction between you and other people. When somebody's satisfied with the way things are, but you see a way to improve it. They don't want you to improve it, but you want to improve it. And so sometimes that can be, but we work through that.
Yes, sir.
But improving, I was in A school 6 to 12. It's like homeschool, you learn from books called Paces. Yeah, I've heard of that. We have not used that, Johnny, but we know families who have, and it is the same similar setup. Yes. Mark says an awesome field for mechanical engineering, and of course that can change. God may change your your interest, your heart, but I do see you inclined towards that, and you do like to take things apart. Anything that breaks, here, Jude, here, it's broken. Either fix it or figure it out or fool around with it. Make something with it.
I use a clock motor to make a bridge.
I use the clock motor to make the bridge. After the clock motor, it didn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't like take apart a good working clock to do that. No.
I don't use good things.
Well, you don't use working. Yeah.
Yes, I
right,
use working good things.
Okay, so you like to take things apart and repurpose parts of them. A good bit.
Yes, sir.
And what other things do you like to do? If you just have like free time and you're, just like, just go, you have free time, what would you do?
Maybe go outside and rollerblade, play some basketball, maybe play Legos, do that a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, like I've done today, I'm working on some just dress-up armor kind of thing. Me and my friends started trying to finish it up real soon.
Mm-hmm.
I also like playing with airsoft and Nerf guns, things like that.
Yeah. Very kind of movement-oriented type things. Okay. So Legos has always intrigued me. Hang on, I'm just reading this real quick. Okay, so Stephen Bucci's local. Hi, Stephen. Oh, be the next NASA engineer.
I doubt it.
Well, you never know. I mean, we're not that far from, Redstone and Space Center and all that. So who knows? James, that's a great career. Chemical engineer here. Yeah. Rock mechanical engineering.
Thanks.
I'm a perfectionist too, Jude. It makes you constantly think outside of the box.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. A couple times.
Julie, give yourself a pat on the back. This homeschooling isn't for the weak. Lord be with us. Amen, girl. I have talked to so many of my friends this week, in the past couple weeks, about homeschooling, and I feel for y'all. I really do. For those of you that have not been homeschooling, because those of us that have been homeschooling a while, most all of us, chose to homeschool, and we researched it and we planned and we, did all this background work. We talked to other homeschool moms and we eased into it. But y'all got thrown into it. It's just kind of like sink or swim. Psh, there you go. Homeschool. And I know that the school systems in different counties are trying to figure out, how that handshakes well with parents at home and parents that work, and computers and all that kind of, giving out assignments and accountability and checking in with teachers and grades and blah, 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 all that kind of details that are still trying to be smoothed out. There was no warning. It was just kind of like, here you go. So, give yourself a pat on the back, girl. Working and, full time, and then taking care of the boys and making sure that their education is covered too. It is rough. It is rough. I'm on the easier end of that just because it's part of my daily routine. But for those of you that it's not, good on you. What was I saying just before that? Something about, I lost my train of thought. You don't know? I don't know. Something about engineering or taking things apart. Legos. Oh, I was going to say, the thing that's always perplexed me about Legos is your brain has to work a certain way. And I don't think mine works that way. Because when you do Legos, you can see, can you kind of get a picture of where you're going with it and then you make it, or?
I can get a picture. It never turns out like the picture.
It doesn't?
No, sometimes it always turns out better. But most of the time it turns out worse than I'm imagining.
Oh, so what do you do at that point? If you don't like how it turned out, what are you going to do?
Well, most of the time I like how my base is, so I just change different features about it. Okay. I build a lot of castles and stuff, so sometimes if I don't like how my drawbridge works, I'll take apart the level that has to do with, and just lay out my pieces, look for pieces I need for the drawbridge specifically, and just work on that.
Alright. You just don't give up. No, I probably would. I'd be like, no, this is taking too much of my time. But you and I are different. Fortunately, our brains work differently, which is good. So, anyways, but they both like math, so we have that in common.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've been on here a while. I told you it would be
Yeah.
long. I'm sorry.
I don't mind.
You don't mind? Okay, you've been a good sport. Thank you.
Not nervous at all. But like,
Good.
I started at like before. I was like, okay, what am I gonna say? But then I'm not nervous. So
Good. Good. Well, maybe we'll do another video then another night, and we can cut the big slabs
yes, sir.
of soap. You can cut those for me, because we used to do that together, and then you figured out a way,
Yes, sir.
because you figure things out. You figured out a way to do it by yourself.
Yes,
Well, you didn't even help. So you can show everyone your setup for how you cut the big slabs into logs, and then you take the logs into the bars
Yes,
like
sir.
that. So, Matt, stay safe and have a good night. And Julie, thanks for sharing. Matt, you too. I hope all of you, wherever you are, I've been all the thank you notes that I've been writing when we do orders and stuff. That's what I've been writing in that to everybody. I hope nobody's sick of me saying it, but it's just kind of like, I hope you have a healthy spring. Stay safe and sane, because this is affecting everyone. Probably different ways, but we're all concerned, and I hope that everybody does stay safe. Aunt Kat, we will pass around hugs within our family group. For you, we miss you. Ty, thanks for doing this. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. And I am definitely not a homeschool expert, but if anybody needs ideas for keeping kids occupied, school ideas like that, you feel free to ask. I might not have the answers, but I'll try to help best I can, or I'll ask my kids, hey, do you have a suggestion? And put their input in. So, anyways, I hope you all stay safe and healthy, sane. If there's anything we can do to help, please do let us know. Because we're all kind of in this together. So, we will cut off for tonight, but we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.